who are very in dire need of providing food and education to children cannot waste time. So I provided CT scans in their areas, which were the reports uploaded, brought to big centers of Punjab, and then the experts would look at that and send back the report in the evening, and they would get medical facilities. 3, I was able to, by the grace of God, build one of the finest hospital for kidney and liver in Lahore, which is probably the best in South Asia. And, poor people going to India, to China, expensive treatment, we offered them in Lahore, saving very, very, scarce foreign exchange and getting them free treatment who are poor, and we would charge who are rich. And this combination of cross-subsidy, we were able to provide facilities to the people. And then dengue, in 2011, it struck Pakistan, and most of all, it struck the city of Lahore. And he would bear me out, this dengue outbreak was probably the biggest around the globe. I have to confess here in front of this August Assembly, I didn't know much about dengue. Believe me, we collected experts, and then, from 6 in the morning till late night, I would have meetings. It was the entire government and civil society, philanthropists, experts, doctors, and common man. We all got them together. Went for lava, went for these brigades, would go out and find various lava and trying to finish them through modern techniques. It was a challenge of sorts. I got machines flown by aircraft and placed in hospitals, and HDUs we established in all hospitals, and I, through law, through a decree, made it, in all laboratories responsible to provide these dengue tests at a very meager cost. And that's how we were able to control dengue.
And that's an extraordinary thing.
Sri Lanka, just 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Sri Lankans, they gave me a flashing sign that, Chief Minister, this year you will have deaths amounting to thousands of people. And I was dead scared. I couldn't sleep that night. But mercifully, through this collective efforts, only 250 people died. And next year, there were dengue patients, no death.
In Punjab, 100 million people? More than 100 million people?
140 million.
140 million.
Yeah, that's right, in Punjab.
Yeah.
And that became a test case around the globe, a study. I think this is how we can, achieve results through meager resources. But that does not mean that the yawning gap between global north and global south should not be arrested.
And I think what you've done there is really emphasize the on-the-ground work that you need to do. But of course, you also need finances. Your Excellency, Dr. Rabia, let me embarrass you a little bit by just pointing out the important role the Kingdom has played during the pandemic as chair of the G20, when it made significant contributions to finding new vaccines through support to the Coalition for Epidemic Preparedness Innovations, and making sure those vaccines are accessible to the most vulnerable communities in the world through Gavi, the Vaccine Alliance. KS Relief and the Kingdom has done extraordinary things. How has that impacted health outcomes across the world, and what more needs to be done to accelerate progress? I just wanted to ask His Excellency Dr. Rabia that question.
Well, thank you, Keir, and assalamu alaikum, everybody. What has been actually learned during COVID-19 is something that all of us should be careful with, that we don't repeat the mistakes that has happened because of the inequity and access and all of the challenges that has met us. And we know that it is very important that we should have a global coordinated response. We should have a global strategy. We should also have a very good communicated health system and also decrease the funding gap to support health facilities. Let me start with Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia has done many actually efficient programs, starting with the local programs, regional.
और अब शामिल करेंगे न्यूज़ हेडलाइंस।
वज़ीर-ए-आज़म शहबाज शरीफ और वज़ीर ख़ारिजा